This is Colin Dixon with nScreen Media. I'm at the Future TV conference in Denmark, and I am talking with the CEO of Waoo and your Chief Technical Officer?
Product development.
Product development. And Jørgen Stensgaard, who's the CEO, is going to tell us, fill us in, who is Waoo and how do they fit in the Denmark market?
Yeah. Waoo is a company who delivers fiber broadband to our customer. We have about 300,000 customers in Denmark, and for about 9 years ago we started Waoo. And right now we deliver fiber broadband to our customer and TV, VoIP and mobile for our customers.
Now, you are one of the first companies, actually the first pay TV company, I think, to put Netflix on the set-top box. You did that back in 2013. So how is that working out? Was that a net benefit for the company, do you think?
I think from the start it wasn't a net benefit. We started because we have our fiber, and we needed to explore it more to see how many things streaming how many things could we put on our broadband, and we saw the market, the TV market, going to the streaming, and we felt that we saw in the US that Netflix was big in US, and we talked with them and asked them, could it be possible we could test it on the box, and they said, yeah, that was a good idea. So we started to test it with Netflix, and about 1.5 years after that, we launched it, and with good success. A lot of our customers like the product, and when we have it for 4 years right now, we can see the loyalty and the churn. The loyalty is high and the churn is low for the customer who have the Netflix on the box.
So it really has made a big difference on the churn.
Yes, it has.
And do you see that the customers are actually preferring to use it on your box rather than switching to the smart TV or whatever? Are your customers using it mostly on yours?
Yeah, we can see the customer mostly using it on our box because it's good. It doesn't have to change for find their PC or the iPad or something like that. They can just when they're sitting together in the house, they can just put it on the screen where all can sit and see it on the same time. So I think that's one of the reasons. Could be all together and see it.
Martin, was it difficult to integrate onto the set-top box?
Well, yeah, there are some pretty strict requirements, technical requirements and security requirements that we need to apply to, both for the Netflix implementation and other technical implementations like that. So yeah, it's kind of a challenge, but it is possible.
Now, you didn't stop there. You've now decided to add another big service.
Yeah, and I've had to say something about more about Netflix. We for 1.5 years ago, we came with the 4K box because Netflix have 4K, and there's nobody else making content for 4K.
Oh, it's a very important point.
So it's very important that we came with when we came with the 4K box, we used it for Netflix. And now, as you mentioned, we are now coming to announce that we are putting YouTube on our box, and it will be YouTube on the box because also YouTube has a lot of 4K, more 4K than Netflix have. And if you look at, I don't know how much things there's 4K, but a lot of things on YouTube.
So is that a big value proposition for your customer base? They really are looking for 4K content?
Yeah, we have so many, because when they started to put the box out to the customers, they're all talking about, but we haven't got any content for the box. So it's high value to see the content in 4K.
Yeah.
And Martin, is 4K a problem because it's very high bandwidth?
It is indeed
high
bandwidth, problem? And even if you go with the HDR version of 4K, it's even higher. So at least 25 megabits is required. Especially on YouTube, but that's no problem for us because we have the fiber and we have all the bandwidth in the world, so to speak. So it is pretty high demanding on bandwidth, but
And a bit of a technical detail, but what sort of, are you using H.265 for the compression for that 4K content?
Yes, we are.
You are?
Yeah.
Good. And so, what are your expectations for YouTube? How are you expecting it to help you in the same way that Netflix has helped you and solidify your footprint in the customer's home?
Yeah, we hope so, and we know that there's a lot of customers who like to look at YouTube, so we expect that it will have the same effect as the Netflix, and maybe more effect, that we will see a low churn and high loyalty for the customer. So we hope that, and we'll wait and see, but maybe in 2 years we can tell you exactly how it seems out. So.
And one last question: looking forward for Waoo, how do you see the sort of footprint, the platform for video changing in Waoo? You're taking on more and more services, internet services. You don't only have Netflix and YouTube; you also have TV2 Play, and it seems like you're going to be adding more. Are you going to be trying to change the platform a little bit to accommodate more easy addition of internet services?
Yeah, exactly what we're doing right now. It's looking forward to see and to be a form of aggregator to put all the apps and all the things in our box, but we have to do it in a way that we control it, so we can use it to search.
Unified
search, yeah, exactly. And also we're looking forward to make other things that you can only the streaming services. You can also find anything else you can put on the box, and that's we're looking forward right now to find some more and we'll do it to find something we could make a cooperation to make it together, because we share not how do I say we're not going out to do it by ourselves. We find some of the big players in the game in the whole world. So
and integrating all of those services is quite a lot of overhead, right?
It is, of course. It does require some work, but I think in the end it's worth it.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you'll let me come back and talk to you and find out how YouTube did with your customers. I'm actually pretty confident it's going to do pretty well for you.
We hope so. Maybe we'll have launched a couple of other things in the next time we see you.
So, Jürgen, Martin, thank you very much.
Thank you.
This has been Colin Dixon with nScreen Media.